Press Control Option.
Hello everyone on YouTube, it's Jordan here. Let me just make sure that the camera is facing that, which you can see. I'm not telling you what it is yet until I've turned the light on, or made sure that the light is turned on. Although you probably already saw it in the title of the video. Oh, the light's on. You can hear a lot of noise. You can hear a lot of noise downstairs. We're getting ready for Christmas dinner. So, after long wait, I finally have it. This, my friends, this is the keyboard that started my musical career. The Yamaha PSR 220. Now, you know my Max microphone is terrible, so you might not be able to hear all the keyboard and me speaking, but I'll play you a snippet of the song. Yes, finally. After such a long time, I have finally managed to get this keyboard for Christmas. This keyboard is truly amazing. Let me just turn it back off and on again. The specs are, it has 61 full-size keys, touch sensitive of course, and you can turn touch sensitivity on and off by pressing the button to the left of the split point button, like that, or if you turn it back on again. It has 128 voices, although it's showing 100 at the moment because the rest of the voices are GM voices, which you can get to in the sub-menu, or there's an easier way for me to do it, is by selecting song number 11 and then doing it that way. So I'm going to give you a proper overview of this cool keyboard because I absolutely love this keyboard. This was the first keyboard that got me started in music career, my very first keyboard. Not this exact physical model, of course, because this is a Christmas gift. Let me just make sure I'm recording.
Micro stop recording button.
Still recording, yeah. Just double checking. And yeah, I'll tell you a story of how I managed to get this keyboard before I go ahead and do the tutorial. Originally, my dad had found one on eBay, which was located in London, which is a really far from where I live. I live in Burnley, as you know, and London is very far. So anyway, my dad paid for the one in London, and the guy who he was buying it off was interested in hearing me play. So unfortunately, he was delayed, but right as he had seen that message that it was delayed, another PSR 220 popped up on Facebook Marketplace this time. This time it was in Manchester, which was a 2-hour drive away from where I live. So on Christmas Eve, Dad and my Uncle Michael went and picked it up. And here it is today, on the stand here. This keyboard, well, you're about to see how good it is. So let's get started with the tutorial. First thing I want to show is how to assign dual voices in chorus with the button labeled dual/chorus. And this is the same if you've got the PSR 230 as well. So the dual voice and the chorus, they do the same. Well, let's listen to this is the default voice as it sounds at the moment. And now if I press the dual voice, so I've labelled it with a violin. Now, I'm going to show what I know, what I remember, because it has been ages since I've had one of these keyboards, especially a keyboard like this. Yeah, I'm pressing it again. Has a chorus effect. And you can change that within the submenu, which I'm not going to go over today because the submenu is very visual. Not like on other keyboards I've seen. And this is how I messed up my other Yamaha PSR 220. Wouldn't even turn on after I messed about in the submenu. Back in 2005. And now I'm going to show you some of the voices. Because who doesn't like a keyboard video without listening to some of the voices? So selecting the voices is easy as pressing the numbers and the plus and minus buttons located here. So we're on a piano voice. Let's go to number 77. Quite like that one. Let's go to this one, which is the clarinet. Let's go to, a lot of people are interested in the synth sounds, and I particularly love this next sound. A lot of vintage keyboard enthusiasts like me would associate that sound with the PSR 228 and PSR 230. Well, it's also on the Yamaha PSR 330 keyboard as well, which came out a year after this keyboard did. And yeah, it's my absolute favourite sound. It's only used in a few styles though, but no matter. It's used in that. It's called Brightness, and it's absolutely brilliant. Especially it's one of my favourite GM voices. And of course, we can't have a keyboard demo without listening to some drums. Only trouble with this one is though 2 keys don't work, but that doesn't really matter. It's good for what I like it for. These sounds actually started on the Yamaha PSR 510, which came out 3 years before the PSR 8000. Let's go over to some guitar sounds. This is my favourite. This Nylon Guitar. And the one after that, this is my absolute favourite. And jazz guitar. It's often used it's used a lot in the country rhythms. Speaking of the styles are also good too. This is clean guitar. Let's lay some chorus on that actually. I don't know if the camera's picking that up. And now that's all for the voice side. Let's go over to some rhythms. Now, in order to turn on your accompaniment, you need to have the style button selected. So I'm going into style. Turned on my accompaniment. And I accidentally pressed one of the one touch setting buttons too. There's 4 of those. Without further ado, I'm going to show you some of my favourite styles. So here we go. Don't know why it ends like that. Moving swiftly on. This one's my absolute favourite. Was since the day. This one's always been my favourite. one of my favourites. Let's go over to the Latin category. To my absolute favourite one. And I'm dying to show this one. This is my absolute favourite one. You already know what it is. And I'm going to show off one more style if I can find it. There's quite a lot. And again, it's brilliant keyboard, so what do you expect? Here we go. This is a good one. Oh, go on then. We'll listen to one more style. I'm not listening to that one. Yeah, I love this one. And that is most of the styles, if not most of those are my favourite. I have multiple favourites, but I don't want to show them all because I will eventually show off all the styles in a future video. And just to let you know that I could possibly be getting another Yamaha PSR 220 as well, and that's the one that was bought from London. It is coming, by the way, but I won't be keeping it here because I don't keep duplicates in my collection. I usually take them off to my uncle's house and play them there because I stay there every weekend. The keyboards I currently have there are my Yamaha PSR 195 and my Yamaha PSR E313. And the second Yamaha PSR 220 I get, also known as my third Yamaha PSR 220. Yes, I'll have had 3 up to this point. This is my second one. Well, let's just hope I don't get a 4th one, eh? Or even a 10th one, because these keyboards are this keyboard is really rare now, especially where I live. They don't even appear on around. But what I love about this keyboard is it's in such clean condition. On mostly, there is a bit of dust there, but then again, this it appears most of the dust is cleared off. But then again, this keyboard has probably been stored away for like 3 decades or so, maybe even longer. You can see that one of the rubber bits has melted, but it only helps the keyboard, stops it from sliding around. But here's the Velcro on it that attaches it to the stand it would originally come with. But it works quite well on this stand. I got the music rest holder with it, so it comes with that. Pretty nice. You can put your phone on there if you wanted to, because I don't have any sheet music. I don't even need it. Let's go take a look at the back. Here we have the power adapter jack. Here we have our headphone jack and sustain jack, and here are our MIDI in and out connectors. Because this keyboard is MIDI enabled, and this keyboard came out way before XG MIDI was introduced. So that was my keyboard introduction video of the Yamaha PSR 220. I'm not even saying this because it's been ages since I lost my other one. I lost my other, the PSR 220 I had back then. I lost it back in 2007, which was way before I started this channel. So that was nearly 10 years. And we're in 2020 now. Well, we're coming to the end of 2020. It is Christmas after all. I hope you are all enjoying your presents that you've got. I know I certainly am. I didn't just get this keyboard, I also got a whole bunch of other stuff, including a Sega Mega Drive. Probably not the original one, but it's probably like a retro remake. Won't be like, won't be like the regular Sega Mega Drive, because a regular one is really hard to come by, especially in the box. So it won't be one of those regular Sega Mega Drive systems, unfortunately. But it does have Sega games. I'm hoping it has Spiritual Warfare on there, because that's the rarest Mega Drive game in existence. As I said in a previous video, it's an unlicensed game. So, yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed this video of the Yamaha PSR 220. Stay tuned for some future videos where I'll be showing off some sounds. I'll probably show off all the main sounds. I'll probably do the GM sounds at a later date. But the first video I'm going to do is I'm going to show off all the styles. So I'm looking forward to doing that. Oh, and if you do want me to show off the demo songs, don't be afraid to ask, because I do want to show those off. They are some brilliant songs. So, without further ado, this is Jordan signing off, saying have a good day, everyone.